Hi, everyone. Welcome to Talk It Up Communications. I'm your host, Michelle Bailey.
Glad you can join us today. I'm Dr. Joyce Phillips.
It's good to be here, and then I'm glad that we're all here. This is Pastor Sabata from South Africa.
Praise the
Hi.
Lord.
Hello, everyone. So, we thank you for joining us today for a mother's son. And today we have a special guest with us. Today we would like to welcome someone who brings a personal perspective to our conversations regarding a mother's son. Joining us is Brother Tony Lewis, who will be sharing his thoughts and reflections about someone in his life who is his mother. It will be in his own words, and we'll get a glimpse into the woman behind the title as through the eyes of her son, Tony Lewis. Thank you, Tony Lewis, Brother Tony, for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful. We're so glad to have you with us. And as you know, we are doing segments on a mother's son. And we will go ahead and we are going to talk about your mother today and you being her son. How about that?
That is wonderful.
Can you give us a glimpse of who you are? Share with us a little background.
Yes, praise the Lord. My name is Tony Lewis. I'm an active member of Temple Church of Christ. Um, um, I'm also actually an only child born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Um, right now, I raised with my parents, mother and father. Um, I have no siblings. I do have children. I'm a grandfather also, and I'm a leader in our church. And so that's a short little summary of me.
How many children do you have?
I have 6 biological and 1 adopted.
Okay, any boys? Any sons?
Yes, I have 3 sons.
Three sons?
Yeah,
Okay.
my oldest son is 33. My youngest son is 12.
Okay. All right. That's got your hands full, don't you?
Yeah.
So, Tony, we're glad again to have you with us, and we are going to be talking to you about what does it mean to you to be a mother's son. What do you admire most about your mom?
I admire her strength. My mom has strength. My mom has like 6 brothers, so she has that fight in her. So I admire that about her. She also has uh about 4 sisters too, so she has a lot of strength, a lot of support that she brings. All that support kind of it actually culminates in her, and so that actually exudes from her, and so that's one of the things that I do admire about her. I admire her strength.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm learning a lot now. I would also like to know, and then that's great to have you here, Brother Tony. And then we bless the Lord for your time. I just want to find out more details and say, um, how has your mom helped you shape and made to so that you are the man that you are today? Uh,
She also she has a lot of male figures in her life, so she also kind of shared those characteristics with me. She couldn't teach me how to be a man, but she did have plenty of men to grab experience from, and so that kind of helped shape me, like my uncles and so on and so forth. So she did have a lot of help raising me. Did,
oh,
did that
that's
answer
wonderful.
your question?
Yeah.
In what
All
ways?
right.
In what ways does she shape you, Tony?
Like teaching me like how to be a gentleman, teaching me how to be a protector and so on and so forth. Uh, Other things she did were like how to work and how to take care of myself. She said, in case you don't get married, you know, you need to learn how to clean, cook clean. You need to learn how to do things for yourself. So she taught me a bunch of things. And so I'm not the greatest cook, but I am a decent cook, you know.
Oh, so you can cook.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say, what were the traditions that she maintained or that she started while she was you were growing up in a family? What kind of traditions did you have or she developed whilst you were growing up?
Um, Traditions. We had a bunch of family traditions which she kind of shared with me, like just like parenting, so on and so forth, like how to raise children, and that was some of the tradition that we share, like rearing children, and like um how to praise your children and when they do well, and how to discipline them when they don't do well, and so on and so forth. So those were some of the traditional things that I took away, you know, that she gave to me. And also just like holidays and so on and so forth, you know. We always, like, for instance, when I was a kid, like her and my aunts, they baked a bunch of cakes, like themed cakes. We had always had like themed birthday parties, so you know, there's a lot of tradition we still have today with my children, you know.
Oh, it's great.
That's pretty awesome. I have a few questions for you, Brother Tony.
Uh,
What do you think people might not know or fully appreciate about your mom?
my mom is a very, very hard worker. My mom
Mm.
has been working since as long as I can remember, and she does have a degree, and I didn't know she had a degree. Yeah, so and that's one of the things she takes pride in education. A lot of people didn't know that about her, because she worked like a simple job. It did not display her education, her educational background. You know, so she worked in a factory for many, many years. So you know, but my mom, she used it in her day to day life. You know, it just did not it just you could not tell. But I mean, when I think about on it, when I think about it, I do see how her education did play. She's good financially. She's good in many areas of life. She's good with verbally. You know, her education um, uh, stands out significantly. You know, just if you did not know that, then that would be like a surprise to you. But I mean, it was a surprise to me, you know. And so now that I know it, I can look back and see how it played out, you know.
Oh, thanks for sharing that. Here, one more question for you. What do
Sure.
you and your mother like doing together?
We love to go out to eat. We eat anywhere. I mean, just we go eat. That's our mother son thing, you know. We just go out and eat. You know, I'll pick her up, drive her around, you know, and we go eat, and we have a great time. We talk, we eat, laugh. I haven't taken her fishing with me yet, but you know,
That's a
So what's
good
some of
time.
you guys' favorite foods to eat?
uh, we're both steak people. You know, with steak and pasta. And she's a big fish cooker, so you know we do a lot of fish and spaghetti. Um, yeah.
Okay, I've got one more question here for you. What was
Okay.
one of the funniest things you remember that your mom did?
Oh, well, I don't know if I can share this. I'm going to share it though. I had a bully in when I was younger, and my mom made me go back out there and fight that bully.
Whoa.
Yeah, And so that was the funny thing. She said, "I wish I would never made you do that."
You probably weren't
Mm.
laughing at the time either, but
No, I was not
looking
laughing.
back,
Yeah,
thanks for sharing that.
yeah. That's why I talk about her bravery. I'm like, man, I just couldn't. Her being a my dad worked a lot, so she pretty much was pretty hands on with me. So but that was one of the funniest things, just making me go back out there and deal with that bully.
Um,
So I know that was really hard for you to do, to go and face your opponent, your enemy. But what
Mhm.
positive thing came from out of that?
Um, I learned to trust her more. Where things that I didn't know I could trust her with. I learned that I could trust her. Because she had uh, uh the bravery and the strength to support me in that area. So I learned to trust her.
And so if you could tell your mom one thing that she doesn't hear enough, what would that be?
Tell her thank you. I've been working on it, but I haven't did it as much as I should. I hear my dad say thanks a lot, but I'm trying to do it myself.
So what would the thank you be for?
Thank you for just being who she is, for always being there, always being never changing. If she did change for the better.
What was one thing specific that you can think of that you would thank her for?
Um, Thanking her for spending time with me on my education. My mom was a real stickler for like doing things correctly, like turning in proper paperwork, without a bunch of mistakes on it. She was a real stickler for like good penmanship, and
So she
so
so she
that
sort of she made you sit down and do your homework, huh?
yeah, she did. So I mean, she took the time and do it with me too, and made sure I knew it.
Oh, that is a great strength to have. Yes, she sat down beside you to do it. Sabata, Pastor Sabata, do you have any other questions you wanted to ask?
Yeah. I have some questions because I wanted to get some understanding. I like remember with my interview where we had to speak about my mother, and
Feel free. Yes.
I'm interested in finding out from Brother Tony what is the best advice, or what does he has as the best advice that the mother his mother ever gave to him, even if it's not one, but the one that he regarded as the best advice.
One thing she did tell me, the bills are faithful every month. They're gonna come every month. And so I once I thought I had a handle on paying my bills, but then I was making money and I was doing things, but I did not take into consideration that it's a continuous thing. So she let me know that it's a continuous thing. They're gonna be there no matter who's not there, no matter what happens, they're gonna be there. And so that's the best advice I believe she's ever given me. Also about my children, just to show up. One thing she told me, just to show up. And so
Yeah,
right.
and so that's one of the best things I remember, when the money wasn't right, just to show up.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Consistency is crucial. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. One more question.
Okay.
If your mom was a superhero, what powers would she have, or what powers which icon, or what would you name or give to her?
Uh, I would say body language. She could read me like a book. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
even if I'm not feeling well, I mean, she can kind of look at me and say, "Hey, what's going on?" I see this has changed. This slight little thing has changed in you. And so
yeah.
that's one of her superpowers, I would say. Another thing I could think of is It's just her leadership, you know. Um, she's a pivotal person in our family, you know. With her being the youngest sibling, she still has a lot of say so and a lot of authority in the family, you know. Uh, that just comes from her. She's the smallest person in the group, you know, and she acts like the biggest. Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
Okay,
Stamping
Tony.
our authority.
Go ahead, Savada, Pastor Savada.
No,
Yeah.
I was saying, yeah, that's wonderful, stamping our authority all the way. I was just thinking about when Brother Tony mentioned that she made him to go back and fight the bully. I was reminded of when God sent Moses back to say, Moses, you ran away, but go and face your adversary.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, that's
absolutely.
good.
Tony, I've got another question. What
Okay.
is something your mom does better than anyone else?
Um, I believe she works well with children better than anybody I know.
Wow.
Like with my children, she's able to wrangle them up, you know, and everything, you know. And I got a rambunctious bunch, you know, but she's able to soothe the savage beast, you know, with them easily. She makes it look like effortless, you know.
Hey, that's a gift. That's wonderful. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Savada, do you have any other questions you wanted to ask, Brother Tony?
You had asked me, do I have any questions I need
No,
to
I'm
ask?
asking Pastor Sabata, did he had any
If I-
additional questions that he wanted to ask?
all right. Now that's just I would love to know what is the one thing, if there is one, that whenever you are alone and then you think about your mother and then you just laugh alone, something that excites you, something about her, not just the funniest moment you had together, but something that you say, oh, this is unbelievable. This is just unlike her.
My mom would say like the some of the silliest things, you know. She'd make up words and everything, you know. And so it just I think about some of the words she say. She like say some things that don't even make any sense, and I'm like, Mom, what are you saying? And so she said, "I'll take your arm off and beat you with it," you know. I'm like, Mom, how you gonna take my arm off, you know? And so I sit back and think about those things, you know. She said, you know, I'm gonna leave you in the store, you know, when I was a kid, you know. So I think back on those things. She had a really, really good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Joyce, Dr. Joyce, did you have anything else you wanted to ask him?
No, those are pretty much my key questions right now. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. All right. Well, Brother Tony, we're so glad to have you here today. And the perspective of a son towards his mother is unique in his own sense. Well, you're the only child, which means you're the oldest and the youngest at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the perspective from a male's viewpoint of what mother means to them is quite unique. If you had three words to describe your mother, what would be those three words?
Strong, brave,
Mm.
and genius.
Wonderful. What would you say to the sons that are looking or watching this? What would you say to them regarding their mothers? What advice or comments would you make toward this subject?
I would say treasure your mother. I would say enjoy her, you know. Um, keep track of the memories, you know, because life is almost fleeting, you know. You got to remember those moments. I would also say just pour back into her as much as you can.
Okay. Any final comments from anyone else?
Well, I like to say I appreciate Brother Tony today and some wonderful memories and his sharing about his mom. Thank you so much for being with us.
Okay.
So as we get ready to close out, I do want to thank you, Brother Tony, for coming on and for sharing your mother with us today, that we have an opportunity to get to know her a little bit better. And we'd like to say to you that if you have a mother, or if you've lost your mother, or if you had someone that was like a mother in your life, know that you are special to that person. And not only are you special to that person, but you're also special to God. And as our mothers continue to guide and lead us, whether they're here or if they have transitioned on, God does the same thing. He is a very present help in the time of need. So if today you're looking for guidance, or you're looking for someone to lead you, or you're looking even just to smile, all you have to do is to look up and to call on the name of Jesus. Open up your heart and invite him to come in to be your Lord, to be your Savior, to be your King, and he will do just that. And he will lead you and raise you with integrity, honesty, and with good character. So if you are a son, or if you are a mother and you would like to participate in a mother-son, please feel free to reach out to us. You may contact us at Michelle Bailey at talkituplive@gmail.com. Our website is also out there for you to take a look at. That information is on the screen. And again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us today, and we look forward to having you join us next time. Thank you.